Yes, it is. Yeah, yeah. And I'm still getting dressed. So Ruthie rocks. Ruthie Allbrand, another day in paradise. Jimmy's with us. Great, Jimmy. And
Are
we're
we
having
on? Is the show on?
yeah,
Are
the
we on?
show's on.
Okay,
Yeah,
good.
we're
Okay,
on,
cool.
man. We're
All right,
on.
good, good.
Yeah, we're on.
Okay,
And
good.
yeah, I just want to see if I can't show everybody. Come on, move with me. Move. There we go. Nope, that's you. Come on, we're trying to move there we go. We're having a class today. You can still sign up. It's negotiating, and it's one of my favorite classes because one of the values that we offer our clients is our negotiating skills. And Jimmy, you have put together a fantastic class. You are a student of Chris Voss. You are a student of negotiating tactics and strategy. So talk a little bit about it. Maybe we can get some more people to sign up today.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Chris Voss because he has a master class that I signed up for that I took the first lesson this on Friday, 6 days ago. And he covered things that I've seen him cover before, but he went into a little bit more in depth of when you would use them and how you would use them, techniques to he just basically demonstrated it. He actually did a role play with a lady and he talked to her about what was important to her. And by asking the questions and repeating and mirroring back to her, when he got all done, he asked her, he said, "How many questions did I ask you?" And she said, "I don't think you asked me any." And he didn't. He didn't ask her any questions. He just repeated what she said, and then she would expand on it. And then he would repeat something from there, and she would expand on it. And it was really interesting to watch him do this because usually we talk about the person asking the questions is the one in control of the conversation.
Exactly.
And he controlled the conversation by just repeating what she said and really getting her to open up. It was very interesting to watch.
That's very good. And I know when we're real estate agents, Tom Ferry has all those questions. And when you were playing that last week in one of our classes, I was thinking, I tend to repeat myself. So
What does
maybe
that mean? What do you
I'm
mean?
an unconscious competent.
Uh-huh. So you have some of the scripts down, is what you're saying. You know
Yeah.
what to say and how to say it. There you
I
go.
just didn't know I should.
You're skilled. That's called skill when you can do that.
So Jimmy, today we're going to talk a little bit about, it's going to be a quick show. I told everybody we're going to be like whizzing through it today. So I'm still learning how to rearrange these things. It'll take me a few times. Hold on. No, this won't rearrange at all. Let me hide you for a minute. Okay. So we have 20 days of inventory. It's going down. It's going the wrong way, but I trust it's going to come back. We are selling 91 homes a day. Beginning of the year, we were down in the 80s. Now we're up in the 90s. But we did list 96 homes. We put 111 under contract, though. So the closings were 69. So we maintained 20. We have 31 homes that are under 430 and under, and that we just listed. And we have 546 total homes, 430 and under available, 546, excuse me. And I'm trying to rush too fast today. I've got to be between here and Sahara, do the show and be there for class at 10. So sorry, I'm going too fast. The investors are still buying homes, which is really good because we have renters coming in. We just can't seem to keep our property management rentals on the market for more than a week. And so that market is still very healthy. And so I'm happy that investors, non-owner occupieds, are still selling. And that's about it. We're doing better than last year. So I suspect that this year is going to continue to outperform last year. That would be my guess. I'm going to bring Jimmy back here. So what do you think, Jimmy? You think we're going to outperform last year?
No, I absolutely do not.
I love it when we disagree.
There's a scientific process called reversion to the mean. And the reversion to the mean means when you did really good, the next year you're probably not going to do as good. You're going to get closer to what the average increase is or whatever. And it was a record year last year. I don't expect 2 record years in a row is counter to what normally happens. Now, we do have some things that everything is contextually related. And so even with this reversion to the mean, if there's some outside force like the Gen Zs coming on, which we've talked about numerous times, and the fact that interest rates have stayed this low for this long, and the fact that they're not building enough houses. What was that big land sale they just did in Summerlin?
Yes, Pulte and Toll Brothers bought 216 acres for 135 million, one of the largest sales that Hughes Corporation has done. And they're going to build over 500 houses, but if we're selling 90 houses a day, that's not even a month of inventory.
Yeah, yeah. So obviously they believe that we're going to have another record year. They wouldn't pay $135 million for that kind of property. But everything's all built out in Summerlin. The infrastructure's there, the trees, the parks, the schools, everything's already there. So they can just move in and start building houses and not worry about all that other stuff.
I think Frank Burke, one of our fans, said that it takes 2 to 3 years before they're really going to start selling. But I believe that they're going to start. What they're going to do is like they did way back in the 90s. They're going to build their models, and then people are going to pick the lots. And so the houses are going to sell probably, but they won't be able to move into them, for 2 or 3 years. But I believe they're going to sell.
Oh, I agree. And I hope that they will set a price and leave it at that price, because some of the builders are saying it's the price when we get ready to sell it,
Yes.
because materials costs can go up and labor costs can go up, and we can't lose money on this house. So we'll give it to you at the price that it's worth when it comes time to deliver the house. And that's how I bought my last house. And I really felt bad about it, but I wanted the house. So.
Well, I understand, people feeling bad about it, but a builder has to stay in business so that they can continue to build houses, as long as they're not gouging us. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, I want to buy a house up the street, but when I'm ready to buy it, it may be more than it is today. Right. So it's just the market. It's just, and the cost, like we learned, insurance prices are going up because the cost to replace a house is not going down, it's going up.
Yeah, that was an interesting observation that I hadn't really thought about.
Yeah. So anyway, Jimmy, I've been really hot on video, and my whole year so far has been about video, different people doing different things. And I bought this book called Building a Story Brand. And I have to tell you, this is it's about 200 pages, but it is probably the best written book for a real estate agent to buy and read and understand. It is written for us. Believe me, it is so easy. It's such an easy read. And it tells us, it's like they're talking to us. This Donald Miller, it's a bestseller. And let's see, there we go.
I have the book.
You have the book.
I have the book. And you know why I have the book? Hannah Block, who I trust greatly with her acumen, I said, what's the best book you've ever read about business or marketing? And she said, Building a Story Brand. So I bought the book. I just finished last night another book I was reading. So now I know which books I'm reading next. I'm going to build a story brand.
And that's what my whole year is about, getting people to do video, building their brand. I showed this yesterday, and I'll show it to you now because you didn't get to see it yesterday probably. So let me see if I can. No, not that one. Let's see. I love this, Perfection, the illusion designed from keeping you from your destiny. I love that. Okay, so this is like seconds. Okay. So we're going to play it. I'm going to mute you and mute me.
Once upon a time, I sold a big ass house, and I made $137,000 in commission on that one house. And rather than taking that money and investing it in real estate, I went and bought a brand new Mercedes. I went on a shopping spree, and I pissed that money away. Instead of buying a townhouse on Lenox Road, it was right in the middle of foreclosure season. I could have bought that townhouse for $100,000. That townhouse today, that in 1995 was $100,000, is $1 million. That Mercedes is worth zero, and those clothes don't fit. This is a cautionary tale.
I just love that. And Glenda Baker is from Atlanta, Georgia, my hometown. And she has decided to go into video. And so what she does is she takes a Sunday, and if you look on her channel and on her videos, she has the same thing on for many of her videos because she's doing them all in one day. But that was 1 minute. And she had like a couple 100,000 views on that 1 minute.
Wow. A couple 100,000 views. Wow.
Yes.
That's quite an
yes.
audience. Dang.
Yeah. And it's all about, and I'll show you this. I'm bringing everybody, I'm repeating for everybody, but bringing you up to speed. They come for the plot, but they stay for the characters.
Good.
So everybody you have to be unapologetically yourself.
Mhm.
And you cannot be worried about what other people think about you. You have to just be you. Jimmy, you're just you. People come to your classes because of you.
Everybody else is taken.
Right. Exactly.
You know, the cover of Realtor magazine said, "Get with this video" in 2008. 2008, the cover article said, "Get with video." 2008. They've been telling us for 12 years. I don't know what we're waiting for, but I'm still waiting on some of this stuff myself.
Well, television's been around since the 50s. There's a reason. It's because people watch it.
Yeah.
And agents have got to start doing videos. And we have a 15-minute clip. I'm going to start. I'm going to have John turn the show off because I'm going to start the video and come down to the class.
So you've seen the video already. You've already seen the video. Yeah.
Yes, I've seen it. Yeah. Well, I have to watch things before I give them to everybody. But I just want to let you all know, I'm really hot on Tom Ferry because he is bringing video right in our face all the time. And he has Jason Pantana, who's awesome. And today we're going to see the Broke Agent. The Broke Agent is from Los Angeles. And and he decided to get into video some time ago. And he's got 330,000 followers.
Wow.
And he has some fantastic tips. So Tom Ferry, Eric Simon, the broke agent, and Jason Pantana, the video specialist, who's a coach, and of course Tom Ferry and Courtney, who is who's Tom Ferry's social media department. She's awesome. So I'm. It's too long to show all in one show, so I'm going to do. I think this is about 20 minutes. Let me see here. Let me hide you for a second. I'll hide myself. Here I am. Okay, so I'm going to show this, and then I'm taking off. Y'all can watch it. John's going to shut it down when it's done. And y'all have a great day. Jimmy, I will see you shortly. We're going to, these people are going to give you some awesome tips, and then we'll have part 2 tomorrow. And here's what I have to do. I just want to tell everybody what I've learned. I record the video on my computer. I don't go to YouTube because Facebook won't show us if I'm showing YouTube. So I have to go, and this is like double work. That's why I listen to it, because I'm recording it, screenshotting it, whatever your vernacular is. But I use this program called Snagit, and Snagit snags the video. Then it becomes my video that I'm posting on the platform, versus me just putting a YouTube ad URL in there, and then Facebook knows, oh, Ruth's on Facebook and she's showing YouTube. They don't like that because they're rivals. So anyway, and I will just tell you that one thing, Jimmy. Can you hear me? Okay, so Instagram is running competition for YouTube in the future. Remember that I said that, because that's YouTube is how-to and entertainment, and Instagram is becoming all about entertainment, but it's going to evolve into the how-tos as well. Different style, totally different audience. So anyway, let's start this so I can head on down to where I'm going. Okay.
Three times since he's gotten to the office.
Yeah.
So for the 17 real estate agents that are watching this that don't know who the Broke Agent is, please introduce yourself.
Okay.
Let them know who you are.
Okay. I'm Eric Simon, the Broke Agent.
Yes.
I do real estate media and comedy and I have 337,000 followers on Instagram.
He's saying that just because, hey, you should take that personally.
I do.
Because he has more than us. So let's actually go through the numbers, because you started the BA how long ago now?
6 years.
So 6 years in. So everyone that's listening right now, before you just you're wishing you were here because it's fun and it's goofy. But here's the deal. We're going to talk about how do you grow your reach organically, right? Unlike some people we were talking about a minute ago, we will not mention that have a lot of paid, people that follow them. We're going to talk about attracting your tribe. I also want to talk about mistakes that you guys see, all of us that we see, that agents are making on their socials, on their reel, on their videos, everything that they're doing that just maybe if they just made a little adjustment, they would attract more people. They'd be more likable. They'd connect with more people, right? Okay. I want to talk about what's really working on TikTok and Reels, big time. And then I really want to get into, there's an issue out there today, Eric, that I see, and I know you see the same thing, right? You see the same thing, that there's just too many people that are either A, trying to be someone else, or B, have no idea who they are. So they're afraid to get on camera because they're just, they don't know what their it is. Mm-hmm. And then I have 7 questions I'm going to ask you that I promise you will throw up. Okay. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And only
all about you.
You think that might go viral?
Hey, probably.
We should do it. Okay. All right.
Good idea. So it's freezing in here too. It's like Lambeau Field. You got like 10 people here. A bunch of
everybody else is in parka,
like shaking. Yeah.
You should open a t-shirt.
It's like your conference.
You didn't get the memo. No. It is like my conference. Yeah. Okay. You have 337,000 followers on Insta. So that's in 6 years, all organic. 100,000 people on Facebook, 50,000 on Twitter, 10,000 on TikTok, if I remember correctly.
Correct.
So you got more than 500,000 followers, and you've done it all organically. Talk to us if you're coaching me and I'm just starting and I want to do this. I want to reach more people. I want to authentically connect. What do I need to do to build my reach?
Well, the first thing I would do is follow content creators and learn from other content creators. Like Jason, like Katie Day, Glenda Baker, Tay DeCarlo. So there's so many agents that
were those all paid advertisements by
they were
those people? Yes.